2 rounds. Hey, it's not gonna hurt. I promise you, it's not gonna hurt. Okay, 2 rounds. Don't worry. You say all you want. 2 rounds. I know you see me. 2 rounds. Don't worry. I don't care what you got. Yeah, all that. You better open up. You're gonna need a ladder to hit me. I don't care. You too ugly to be champ. I'm fucking champ. Hey, that's what Muhammad Ali. Boy, I'm pretty. You ain't never seen nothing like me. I promise you. You gonna go down. You see me with the bow tie, man. 2 rounds is all gonna take. Hey, yeah, he said it. He said it. Hey, the world knows. He said it. Next fight, there's no going back now. There ain't no going back.
There's a few ways this could go wrong. If Ryan and Pacquiao fight and Ryan loses, what does it benefit Tank to fight Ryan now? So say Teofimo and Devin fight, Teofimo wins, Tank gets to fight Teofimo, and now Ryan has kind of fell out of favor. I think this might be the way to make the most money, but he's always said it's not about money, it's about being the best. There's no way he's going to beat Pacquiao. There's no way he's going to beat. There's a chance he could beat Tank. So I feel like he should take the Tank fight, kind of climb up that ladder, because there's no coming back. Now the next few months is going to be really, really exciting. It's going to be kind of like it was during the pandemic last year when we had a lot of fights almost every week. Let's kind of look at them. Let's start with this upcoming weekend. There's Caleb Plant. He's fighting Caleb Truax January 30th. So that's this weekend. Like I said, it's a super middleweight title, and I personally feel Plant's overrated. He's very talented. That's not taking anything away from me, but I feel he's avoided any real competition, and he needs to fight David Benavidez. That's a fight he's been avoiding and he won't quite take. So Caleb, fight David, or you're always going to be number 2. February 13th, Indio, California, on DAZN. There's Jojo Diaz. He's fighting Shavkat's son, Rahimov. It's a 12-round fight for Diaz's IBF junior lightweight title. Adrian Broner is also going to fight, not on that card, but on that night somewhere else. The opponent hasn't quite been announced. Then February 20th in Las Vegas on ESPN, it's Miguel Burchette versus Oscar Valdez. I really, really like Oscar Valdez. Really good fighter, and he's fighting for Burchette's WBC junior lightweight title. So that's going to be very interesting. Let's go down to the 27th in London on ESPN Plus. That's Jamil Herring is going to fight Carl Frampton. That's a 12-round fight, and it's for Herring's WBO junior lightweight title. I promise you that's going to be fireworks. I would say it's going to go all 12. We're moving along. Also that night is going to be Canelo Alvarez and Avni Yildirim. I hope I didn't mess up these names, and if I do, I apologize. I'll practice. Alvarez is putting his WBA and WBC super middleweight titles on the line. Like I said, that's the 27th of February on DAZN. A fight that I'm really excited for is Clarissa Shields versus Marie-Eve Dicaire. It's March 5th on pay-per-view for the Undisputed Women's Junior Middleweight Championship. Shields is obviously the face of boxing right now, and she's putting some titles on the line. It's going to be really, really good. She's going to be the first boxer to become undisputed in 2 different weight classes. She's also the undisputed middleweight champion. So it's going to be really good. That's March the 5th. It's a pay-per-view fight. And then the fight that I'm most excited for, because this is my my favorite fighter in the sport, it's Virgil Ortiz. He's fighting Maurice Hooker, March 20th. Virgil's 16-0, 16 knockouts. I think this is going to be number 17. The dude's incredible. He's trained by his dad. They're from Grand Prairie. Man, they're top-notch people. I've gotten the honor to meet them a couple times, chat with the dad. Great guys. They're going to do huge things. They train out of RGBA in Riverside area, California, with former champion Robert Garcia, his son, and Mikey Garcia, who's also a few-time champion. So in my opinion, Virgil is the next big thing, and I think people are going to start seeing it after this fight when he takes care of some top flight competition. So I want you guys to tell me who y'all think are going to win. Kind of send them in to me on Instagram at Off the Road Podcast, also on Facebook at Off the Road Podcast. And man, I tell you what, so we got how many fights here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you pick each one of those fights, if you beat me, so pick those fights, send it in to Instagram at Off the Road Podcast, or Facebook Off the Road Podcast, and whoever wins, whoever wins more fights than I pick, I'm gonna send a T-shirt. We got some real cool shirts coming out. So let's start at the top one. Let's go with Caleb Plant. I'm taking Caleb Truax on this one. I hope that he could, shows where Caleb Plant needs to work and kind of expose him. I'm taking Jojo Diaz in this fight. I'm taking Oscar Valdez for the upset. I'm taking Jamil Herring to keep his titles. I'm taking Canelo Alvarez to keep his titles. Clarissa Shields is going to dominate that fight, and Virgil Ortiz. So pick these fights, send them to me on Instagram at Off the Road Podcast, or Facebook at Off the Road Podcast, and I'll send you a T-shirt, maybe some other things. But let's go back before we finish and talk about the Manny Pacquiao fight, which I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be an exhibition or if it's going to be a real fight. Tank actually leaked that it was going to be an exhibition, and I think he's just trying. If that's the case, then it's just a cash out move, and he's going to kind of move on to Tank. And I think it works for Manny Pacquiao, like I previously stated, because he gets to reintroduce himself to a whole new fan base, and Ryan Garcia has probably the biggest fan base in boxing. That's not boxing fans. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a great fight. I think Tank's on the outside looking in, and he might just choose to move on. I don't even know if Tank's going to fight Ryan now. He might move on and just fight somebody else, and they might have to meet in the future. Or this might end really bad for all of them and not work out the way that it should. I think Teofimo Lopez is in the driver's seat. He is, in my book, the undisputed champ. Devin Haney is on his tail, but he's guided one of his belts, but we know that Teofimo would win. So I hope Haney and Teofimo fight real soon. You guys tell me your thoughts on it. Let's talk some boxing. Remember, Off the Road Podcast on Instagram and Off the Road Podcast on Facebook. You guys, we're going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed the little boxing talk tonight and the little pick game we played. So make your picks, send them to me. And I'm Justin for Off the Road Podcast. Remember to just chill till the next episode. And tell Joe Rogan to come on the show.